Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima and I'm here taking a look at Kilka Card Gods, a brand new game out today, which is actually a phone port most likely. Yeah, today, the same week of E3, this is all we get. And Soul Sacrifice Delta, but updated to remove the bonus costumes you got. That's a bit depressing. So let's have a look at the settings menu. I apologize for the prompts, I'll remember to turn them off next video. Prompts is just credits, okay, and I don't know what to say the tutorial, thank you, I got this. And you can also turn off the music and sound effects. You might want to turn off the music after a while, but to each their own. You can also come here to this little button in the bottom right to check what things you have. You can also come here to check what 7 trophies you need. Also, this game has a couple of funny little typos in it. It's a sort of, this game was made in Europe and translated using Google Translate. 3 trophies in, 7 to go. It's not that bad, I guess. And you've also got these challenges. Every one of these that you earn will earn you a trophy in the usual place. So, what's this game about? Well, you go through individual levels. There's an easy and a hard difficulty. I'm not sure what the hard difficulty does because I haven't tried it, but easy is just normal. The normal mode is actually really easy, just to brute force, but if you actually want to get some puzzling done in it, it's not that bad. So, let's actually go and have a look. So the best way I can describe this game is Picross with a deck of cards. You've got a time up there, and you've got cards, and you've got areas it needs to be in on the left side there. So as you can see, each card needs to be in the right column, the right row, and the right suit. So let's start working out this puzzle. I won't worry about the time limit. So this puzzle, alright, let's start with the bottom row. So the bottom row we need 2 hearts and a spade, and we need to get 2 aces and a queen. Now, unfortunately the game doesn't order these in the right order, so you kind of have to guess where everything goes at some points, but sometimes you can actually guess like where some stuff is supposed to go just on its own. So, alright, in the middle column going down, we can see that there are 3 different symbols, a diamond, a spade, and an ace, and yeah, as I said, it's really hard to find something sometimes. Alright, so yeah, this is actually a really terrible puzzle. But most of the game actually has this weird little problem where you can't really know where to start off exactly at first glance. Games like Picross tend to give you a really good place to know where to start, but they also have the advantage of being anywhere between 5x5 to 25x25. This doesn't really give you that much of an option. So you just have to try and figure out exactly where all this is supposed to go. That was just honest to God luck. If you get chains, you unlock things like, you unlock more time on the clock. And of course, if we just finish this puzzle off real quick, you kind of have to brute force in some occasions, but there are occasionally some really good puzzles where, you know, thinking it through will get you there in the end. And the time limits in the last the time limits in the last chapter actually gave me a little bit of time to actually puzzle out and still get 3 of these medals. So as you can see, it's divided into 3 sections. And the more sections you have filled at the time, you'll get more medals out of it. I've got something stuck in my throat. Thank you. So, yeah, you finish quick enough, you get medals, and you can't unlock the actual trinkets until you get every coin in the chapter, or the relics, I should say. You get relics for getting every coin in every chapter. So what do we got here? Well, as we can see here, this one's actually really easy to solve because we can solve this puzzle real quick because we know that most of the aces go in this one column. That makes it really easy to figure out where the rest go. So for example, on the top row there, we've only got 1 ace left and it's 3 different suits, so we know exactly where that one goes. And here's one of the power-ups that we can get. As you can see, there is a little marker down there. Now, we can only put a queen here because queen's the only one that fits, and now my time's been frozen. But my time will freeze for a spectacularly long time. So I can just take my time figuring out where the next thing is meant to go. Well, maybe I can't, but still. That I just made a fool of myself. But, yeah. It's not that bad. It's just, it doesn't really give you that much of a prompting at the start. And by the way, that time power-up, you actually have to get all the aces going at once, or any one of any column going at once. By column, I mean column of cards, like a value of cards. So put all the aces in first, and you'll get a freeze time if you get another thing in the right spot. And it goes on like that. But it feels like blind luck getting these power-ups because you have to... Half the time you have to know exactly where all the cards have got to go, because sometimes it will give you the power-up if you do it correctly, and sometimes it won't let you try for the power-up if you don't do it correctly, and it is a pain in the ass to tell which is which. So, yeah, it's a bit odd. You can also earn hints by doing it across the way, so I will... In the next puzzle, I will attempt to show one of them off if it goes to 4x4. Thank you, it does. So now, if we go across the way... Yeah, and there's a challenge there. So if I place all the hearts in consecutive order, it'll unlock me the challenge medal. Also, that's really cheeky to slide that in over the puzzle so you can't see what you're doing when you pause. That's just cheeky. But if we restart the puzzle enough times, we can actually see that the goal for that challenge will change to keep us on our toes. But again, it's really easy if you brute force it or just write down the pattern and then... Or even write down the pattern of one suit. That way all the other suits become really easy to manage. But again, it's all pretty easy to... It's just pretty easy to pull off. Yeah, see, challenge completed. That was still pure luck. I'm making this game look a lot easier than it really is. Wrong suit? Weird. Wrong value. There we go. There, so I got a hint. And a hint, you can stock as many up as you like, and they just put a random card out on the field. It's not that much. This game isn't half bad, to tell you the truth. It's a good idea, but the idea that, like, some of the puzzles can leave you really confused as to where to start off, and this might be just my fault, because I've been playing this for about an hour at this point. I can understand that it might be hard for me to see where the start-off point is, but, I mean, Picross, this game's obviously based off Picross, and it might just be hard for me to jump back and forth between the suit, the row, and the column and think, oh, where am I supposed to start here? When Picross has just a simple set of numbers that some you can just fill out and then immediately start working on the others. Again, that might be just me, though. I might just suck at this sort of thing. So it's not bad, especially if you like this kind of puzzling and you're actually really good at this puzzling, so you don't have to worry about... So, yeah, it's not that bad if you like this sort of puzzling and you want to work this sort of puzzling, but if you haven't been on PlayStation Mobile in a while, there's actually a game I would recommend over this. It's called... What's it called? It's called Pickbox. What? Huh? That's weird. Actually, that's probably not weird. It's probably something I just didn't notice, but... So, there's a game called Pickbox on PlayStation Mobile. I don't think I've done a video on it. Maybe I have, but... No, I don't think I have, actually. It's a shame, really. It's a good game. And it's basically a adaptation of Picross, and it's got, like, a few puzzles, and it costs, like, 99 cents. And this costs $5, and it's nowhere near as fulfilling to play, so... So, you know, go buy that if you're interested in this sort of puzzle, because that's probably the best kind of puzzle you're gonna... That's probably the best, Picross adaptation you're going to find on the Vita, and this isn't half bad, but it's just not as entertaining as I hoped it would be. Like, I judged this game really harshly at first, because I was like, oh, well, this was actually before playing it. I judged it really harshly, because I was like, oh, blah, 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 what are you doing coming out the same week as E3? And, well, I kind of got, that kind of backfired on me, but in the end it really didn't. It's not bad, but there's better. Music's not that bad, but it's that sort of kind of music that I would think would get grating after a really long time. Yeah, I'm just not really in the sort of mood to work this out, and it's kind of hard to just figure out where everything goes without guessing. To be fair, on that basis, I probably wouldn't recommend it just by itself, because, you know, I'm having trouble figuring out where everything goes just to begin with, and puzzles that do that aren't really the best sort of puzzle games, but anyway, you've seen it, and if you know if you like this sort of puzzle or not, but yeah, that's all I got to say, really. That was a look at Kilka Card Gods. There's a better version of it called Pickbox on PlayStation Mobile. If you want to go looking for that, I would invite you to do that, but for those people who like this sort of puzzle, this is $6 on the PlayStation Store. This has been Blue Maxima, and I'll see you all next time.